Welcome, Trailblazers, Travelers, and Proxies, and today is a very exciting day because Twitch Chat and I are doing account reviews. Yay! I will be using a website known as Fribbles to get more in-depth on artifacts and relics and stuff like that. So without further ado, we're just going to jump on right into it with our first one. Alright, so starting off, we've got Akron. Okay. You have S1 Light Cone, which is sick. Pretty high attack. 107.3 speed. Crit rate 71 over 211. That's fantastic. Uh, effect hit rate 50%. That must be a dead stat. I don't think Akron wants effect hit rate. You got a 4.7 on that. That's actually really good. Having a 4.7 because you have 4.3 speed, 24 crit damage. You got a high. Did you get a high roll every time? That's nuts. Right main stat, attack, crit damage. Okay, so this is where the effect came from. But yeah, having a attack percent twice, crit damage once is huge. Attack percent, boots. So that's why your speed's so low, probably. Roll defense once, crit damage 3 times. You have 23 crit damage again. How lucky are you? Score 36.5 SS. Yeah, I love it. This score's WTF. Mom, pick me up, I'm scared. I would be too fighting this monstrosity. 12% attack, 11% crit rate, 2 speed. 1 flat attack, but 24% crit damage. Every other stat's a relatively dead stat, and you have an S+. This is also what the WTF. 4.7? How long have you been farming for this relic set? Because this is nuts. Oh, your Akron's mid though, only top 1%? Ah, you're kind of slacking on that one, can't My Jingliu isn't there, she's top 50. And then you have Akron, who is, or not Akron, we just look at Akron. You have Fei Xiao, which is SSS. You have a 39% score SS. Attack percent crit rate 3 times. Wow. Crit rate, crit damage again with S+. Crit damage main stat, crit rate twice, roll the HP percent once. Do you not have... Is your lowest grade an S+? Oh, you have 1 A+. Kind of slacking on that one, not gonna lie. You have better stats than mine. So much better stats than my characters. Oh my. Yeah, combat score SSS. Your speed's 137, so you hit the speed threshold of 134. Attack main percent. You have her Lycan. This is insane. Argenti. You do not have his signature, but you have S5 Genius's repos. Attack at 3000. Crit rate 69 over 178. That's fantastic. SS plus again for combat score. You have an SS plus. Attack crit rate. Oh wait, good win this. Okay, so win the speed twice. Battery Argenti. I see. So he spams his ult. The gloves main stat, obviously. Crit damage, crit rate. Fantastic. Crit rate 3 times HP effect res. Effect hit, I apologize. So that one's just really good because it rolled crit rate 3 times. It looks like it got 1 roll. Low roll, though. Speed, crit rate 3 times, crit damage once. Like, yeah. WTF. How the... I can never do this. I can never do this. Attack percent, 43%. Because it's main stat. Crit rate, crit damage again. Crit rate, crit damage again with only 1 HP percent roll. Wow. So far, your lowest rating is an A+ for your relics. Currently is an A+. Oh, it even said Eidolon. E0, E0, E0. Okay, so E0s. Review your own account? I can look at my account at the end if y'all want me to, but I don't know if I have any WTFs. I don't know. I would also probably have to update my characters because my character showcases are not good. Unless is this account pulling from our character showcases? I would assume so. S+. Okay. Now this character might be a little different because he's so new. But you already have an SSS, crit damage 29%, crit damage 28%, A+. Okay, so this one's more of a spread roll. You wanted the crit damage for main set, obviously. with speed. So the whole gimmick with him is that his ult always crits, so you just want to stack as much crit damage as possible. So that's 28% SSS plus. Um, speed 3 times, which is not bad. He wants to be somewhat fast. Crit rate, not a bad stat, but break damage and defense dead. Energy generation to get ult up because obviously you want to crit. Let me steal your relic rolls. I know, right? Like his lowest is B plus, and he still has 12 crit damage percent and 7.7 attack percent. Like that's still a good piece, especially since it's a rope and they're so hard to get correct. Like this character's nuts. He almost has 300% crit damage. Almost has 300% crit damage. And then Black Swan. I'm interested in Black Swan because I love Dot. So you're running S5 Eyes of Prey. I want to know what your effect hit rate. 134 effect hit rate. Not bad. Some crit damage. Attack's quite high. So SS plus for the overall DPS score. Fantastic. You have a W2F. Of course you do. Of course you do. Yeah, 152 speed on win set with 275 crit damage. Pretty nice. One of the best sets for sure. Absolutely. Absolutely. Like, this is nuts. Like, I think if you're able to get this, like, if you do a custom craft with this and you pick its substats, this is going to go to WTF. This will go to WTF. You have so much potential just by changing that one piece. Like, it's insane. But that's insanity. WTF, speed, effect hit rate, SSS plus, attack, speed, effect hit rate. Effect hit percent chance, obviously main stat. Dead stat, fantastic. You have a 162 speed. I think I already mentioned that, but that's way over. You meet 3 speed checks. I don't think I have a character that's 160 speed. This is insanity. Speed main stat, obviously. Defense roll once, not the best. Attack percent, fantastic. Effect hit, fantastic. Break effect could be worse. SSS plus though. SSS. My Kafka's on 161. Bro, chill out. My Kafka is not. Why did my Black Swan go first? Absolutely. Attack percent main stat. Defense percent, ugh. Speed's fantastic, break effect. So, 2 rolls into speed's really nice. Obviously, you want the main percent attack. Although it is still an A plus for rating though, which is fantastic. Flat HP, speed, effective rate. The ornaments are obviously, in my opinion, the hardest to get to be correct. Not only because there's so many more main stats that you have to pick from, so getting the ones that you want is really hard. But then you also have to get the substats, which the substats are weighted to see what you get. So it's just really hard to get really, really good ornament pieces. And then going on a March 7th hunt. She's running S5, cruising the Stellar Sea, so she's using the Simu the Universe with 136 speed, so she meets the speed threshold, 98 crit rate. Assuming you're using characters that buff crit rate even slightly, you're hitting 100% crit rate all the time. Crit damage 169, fantastic. 2,300 attack, pretty good. 38% imaginary damage, obviously. And then SSS plus for combat rating. So crit rate 49%, crit damage 12%. You just hit. Do you not get low rolls? Is that just something your account never experiences? Because I haven't seen it yet. Attack percent, speed, crit rate, body piece. Unfortunately, flat HP roll. Speed of 4.9, crit damage 81%. That's insane. Speed beats, obviously. Defense, but 5% crit rate, 5% crit damage, effect hit. I don't think March cares about effect hit rate. I could be wrong, but I don't think she does, so that's a dead stat. SS plus, SS, SSS plus, SS plus. Wow. The lowest so far is a B plus, and that's on a character that hasn't even been out for a month yet. So like, wow. Imaginary damage percent with crit damage are the only rolls. That's insane. And attack percent rope. March one's 80% EHR. Gotcha. Okay, thank you, chat. Hunt March. Gotcha. All right, thank you. Yeah, 44 for SSS plus with crit damage and 1 HP roll. That's nuts. You absolutely. I try not to give any misinformation, but sometimes I get tongue tied and say things. We got E6 Hanya. I want to see. Obviously, yeah, E6 March because they give that away for free. We were running Hanya. Looks like this is a 4-star light cone. Now, admittedly, I don't know hardly anything about Hanya, so I don't know. I know she's Harmony, so she likes buffs. She doesn't want to do damage. My internet wants death right now. Uh-oh. Stay with us. Stay strong. So, 11 speed. It rolled into speed every time but once. That's nuts. Okay, so it looks like she's... I think this is a 2-piece and then 2 off-pieces. So, speed again. Speed again with defense and attack. Effect resistance, probably to prevent her from being CC'd. Break and attack. Fire damage because of the speed. And then defense and more speed. So, yeah, 200 speed. That is the highest I've ever seen. Period. Out of all the things I've seen, all the online builds, whatever, that is the highest I've ever seen. Is 200 speed. So yeah, I don't care if it says A. The fact that this is 200 speed is insane. And you have a C plus, but again, like speed main stat, when you're hitting 200 speed, who cares? Like effect resistance isn't the worst because it prevents CC, so it's not even that bad of a stat. And then we have Blade. 8,000 HP. 8,000 HP. E0. Crit rate 72 over 183 crit damage. Fantastic. You're running S5 Ninja Records, Sound of the Hunt. Crit rate 12% crit damage. So SSS. HP, crit rate. Attack, flat attack, but still attack. Crit rate. Attack percent, crit rate. This is insanity. Crit 23 crit damage on HP percent. See, this is the great thing about Blade. You get a lot of HP and defense percent ornaments, but he actually cares about that. So getting good substats for this main stat isn't as hard as it is to get like fire or imaginary percent. Yeah, he is definitely cooking. Like this guy, like here's the WTF. 8.4% crit rate, 22.6% crit damage. Like how do you... Am I doing something wrong? Like, am I building my character? Like, how do you get these rolls? Do you just craft a lot? You farm artifacts, you salvage them, do you craft a lot? Yeah, Hanya does have a lot that gives this, like, she has a lot of leeway in the speed, but like, yeah, speed. So, yeah. But that's nuts. How do you get that much? So, first account review. Pretty heckin' good. Pretty heckin' good. I wonder if this is going to be... Aha, it has not updated. So I put like Firefly and stuff on here, but it has not updated. So this is going to be very interesting because these characters like Bronya and Jingliu I haven't touched in quite possibly a year. I haven't even upgraded my Jingliu properly. She was my hyper carry for a very, very long time, and then Firefly happened, and she kind of accidentally fell to the wayside. Like, you can look, see, she has a 4-star chest piece. Because at the time, I didn't have a second team, so I was basically using my Kafka dot team for everything, and then when it came to MOC, I was kind of screwed. So that was what she was for. This was her entire purpose. But anyway, without any further stalling, let's go ahead and get into this. It's kind of unfortunate that I don't get to show off like my Firefly and the Herda team, but it takes a while for this update, I guess. Too lazy to build other characters, I feel that. But starting off, we have my Jingliu. I do use her with this team specifically, so it's actually a pretty good simulation, and I do have all these characters like Hens. So 134 speed. I hit the speed threshold, chat. I did, and then 52 over 196. Ideally, she has a little bit more crit rate because you want a 1 to 2 conversion rate, and that's definitely not happening here. 2,000 attack percent. 2,000 attack, not percent. 2,000 attack percent would be absolutely crazy. Crit rate 11.9%. A crit effect rest once. Score of A. I wonder if I can actually get OW. Oh, there it is. I scrolled down too fast. Attack percent. Crit damage 23% with 1 HP roll. Does have crit rate as a substat as well. This is my 4-star piece. Crit damage. I just needed it. You rolled the crit rate once. Flat stat. So this is a pretty bad piece as it's a B. Speed main stat. Crit rate once. Effect hit twice. So Not a good piece. Crit rate once is nice though. Ice damage percent, attack 10%, defense is bad, crit rate, and break damage. Attack percent, main stat. Speed once, crit rate 9.3, crit damage 12.3. So this is probably, as you can tell, WTF plus. That's the first time I've seen WTF plus with a 51.2. I can't count. 51.2 rating. I think this piece cooked a little bit. Little bit. Yeah, too bad it's paired with this piece, which is, this is even worse actually, because this is a C, this is a 4-star. I'll save Kafka for last, just because. You also have that rating on your Acheron robe, fantastic. So Black Swan, I guess I mentioned she does have her signature like him. Black Swan does as well. E0, all of these are going to be E0. I won't have any before getting what's okay. Listen, chat. I forgot that I had that piece. All right, I completely. It's been a while since I've used Jingliu. But let's see. Although my score is 48.8, I gotcha. So combat score A+, attack 3,500, crit rate, crit damage, effect hit rate 129, and then speed 148. So not too bad. Here's an S with attack percent. Unfortunately, defense percent. Effect hit. The glove, effect res 3 times. This one apparently is S+. I don't know how. Maybe because of the attack percent and speed, but like effect res 3 times is abysmal. Effect hit rate main piece, obviously speed 9.5 is fantastic, and then effect resistance is okay. Speed boots, you can definitely tell I just needed it for the 4-piece set because flat attack 3 times is terrible. Defense 1, it's very bad piece. Attack percent main stat. Defense, HP, effect hit rate. And then rope, again, speed. 10 speed's pretty good. This is SS because of the speed. But yeah. My characters have a few problems that I really need to go back and fix. Especially since I keep using this team for everything. Bronya, overall B. She does have her signature like him. She is E2. Because she's pity, obviously. Crit damage. Crit rate, attack percent. I'm gonna probably speed through mine just because these aren't gonna be as interesting as your guys's. B, lots of bad substats. SS, probably because the crit damage is so high. S, effect resistance is fine because Bronya doesn't want to be CC'd. And then this is a 4-piece because again, energy regen is really hard to get. And wow, wow. All right, I have the lowest grade I've ever seen. Because there's nothing there that she cares about. I know, chat. I have a question mark. I have a question. The system doesn't know what to do with me. Here I was thinking I wouldn't get a WTF. I have a question mark. Oh, that's funny. Otherwise, yeah, absolutely. Again, I haven't touched Jingliu or Bronya in maybe a year, so these characters were definitely. I'm gonna put a bunch of bandages on them, throw them in MOC, and see, and my dot team will carry. That's basically what this was. Moving on to Robin, rank S. She does have her signature Lycan, 127 speed and 4,400 attack. So this is SS plus because again attack, SSSS plus because almost 20% attack. A, it's not the best. HP a lot, which is unfortunate, but main stat. Acheron, gotcha. Yeah, sure. And then I'm running 2-piece. Attack percent on boots, again. This one kind of wasn't that good. Flat, speed, which is okay. And then break effect, which is useless. Attack main percent, not the best. Flat stat, speed, which is okay. Energy regeneration, HP percent, which is bad. Effect hit, which is useless. And then break effect, which is useless. So, could be better. Could definitely be worse. My favorite unit, Kafka, E0, S1. 140 speed, 3.7 attack, effect hit rate of 44. So, speed, 8.3, S+. Here we go, chat. There it is. We hit it. I probably could just craft one that's going to be better than that, but F+, attack main percent, effect hit rate, effect resistance, that's not too bad. She surprisingly, with the little amount of effect res that she does, She does not care about CC as much, which is really, really nice. Speed, attack percent, which is great. Defense is kind of mid. Effect resistance, again, it's not the worst substat, but you don't really want it. Lightning damage, speed, attack percent, break effect is not, you don't really want that. Attack percent main stat, flat attack, crit rate. So, again, you can tell that I built her very early. These are obviously newer because this isn't really a newer set anymore, but it was one that was re-released. And so I did swap out her main pieces. I think I did a good job of calming everyone's expectations after that absolutely amazing account from Prada earlier. So, with that said, who would like to go next? 4,100 attack. This is crazy. Speed 108. Doesn't matter if you're fast or slow. If you kill everything in one hit. Crit rate 47% over 281%. Wow. Good. Wow. I'm assuming a character here gives crit rate. Because if they don't, that's a little low. But I'm assuming a character here does provide crit rate, so it doesn't actually matter. SSS plus. Crit rate, crit damage. So 8.4, 18.7 crit damage to crit rate, and then one flat attack stat. Not the end of the world. 4.4. Crit damage 25.9, crit rate 5.8. Fantastic. S plus. Crit rate 11.3 though. That's a few low rolls actually. Again, not the end of the world though. And break effect once with a really high roll. S plus. Flat attack, not the end of the world. Crit damage 23%. Effect hit rate once. Again, I'm not super. Sparkle icon gets crit rate. All right, thank you. Again, out of all the substats that you don't really want, I feel like effect resistance is the best one to get because it prevents you from getting CC'd, which can ruin your entire like flow of the team. But you have attack percent, 4.3%, 7.5 speed, again 17 crit damage, which is insane. Attack percent again, and 22.6% crit damage and 9.3 crit rate. So this is fantastic, especially since you're getting crit rate from Sparkle Icon. Yeah, this hits so very hard. This is insanity. She's still being rebuilt. I don't know what else there is to rebuild. Her in-battle stats are no joke. Oh, I bet. And better boots. I got you. Okay, yeah, because you flat and flat. Alright, that's fine. It's still 23%. It's amazing artifact piece, though. Alright, and now up is Hisui, and he wants to do Bubbin and Acheron. Alright, so Robin's here first. So SS plus, fantastic. E0 with her signature, S1. He is running 2-piece. Topaz is somewhat good with 98.8 crit rate and 100. Wow, that's pretty good. But attack percent, 15% attack, 11% attack, some speed. Its main stat attack is probably what's giving it the S, but it's still not that bad because flat attack allows the percent to scale even higher. You're adventuring, gotcha. So speed with every roll going into attack percent with 23%, giving you a total score of 51.5 WTF plus. With ornaments being attack percent and energy regen, obviously you want her in her ult state as much as possible. Defense percent is actually fine. It provides her some more survivability because she can be very squishy. And you obviously don't want your buffs to die. Energy regeneration, flat attack, doesn't matter. Speed, not the worst because you want her to be able to go into her ult state fast. 150 speed! I didn't see that earlier. Oh. That's really nice. I bet that she gets to stay in concert state for a very long time. And then 11.6% attack. Wow. You met their VAs? Oh, that's super sick. Did you go to a con? The death percent was literally the reason I survived Nicathor. I bet. Like, having some survivability on, like, support characters like this is not the end of the world because they tend to be really squishy. So, a few HP percents or a few defense percents is not going to kill the character. It will actually literally keep them alive. Yeah, it's my fast Robin build for fun. I always use attack boots. Bubbin and Acheron. Alright. So, SS plus, what are we doing with this one? SSS. Fantastic. Okay. 3.9%. I keep saying percent. 3.9 attack. 103 speed. Again, doesn't matter if you're slow if everything dies in one hit. 85 over 162. This is almost a perfect 1 to 2 ratio. Effective rate 0 because it's matter. Effect resist 4.3. Doesn't matter. Lightning damage 46.8. Gotcha. 9 to 12 is fantastic with attack percent. Crit rate main stat. Attack. Almost all of its attack, actually. 16.4. That's a really high roll for 1. Sparkle overcaps my crit rate. I gotcha. So crit rate 8.7, attack percent flat flat, but main stat boots gives you an A. I still think that's pretty good though. WTF plus. Lightning damage 8%. Attack 7.7. Crit rate 8.7, and then crit damage 12.3. Yeah, I would say that that's accurate. You like attack? I can see that. Who needs to be fast if they all die in one hit? 4K attack without attack orb. Right. And then attack rope. Flat attack. Defense percent. 8.4 crit rate with 6.4 crit damage. You all are making me realize just how terrible my builds are. Like, legitimately, they are not good. They do not hold up to this. At all. Imbibe de Lune. E2. You got E2. Signature Lycount. S1. Attack 3000. Speed 109. Again, doesn't matter if you're fast, if everything's dead. 71 over 189. E2 S1 is very nice. Absolutely. So that's fantastic. 71% imaginary bonus. Great. So SS. Crit rate, crit damage, attack percent. The Holy Trinity. I go outside in my imagination. Wrist. Attack percent, attack, crit damage. Unfortunately, it wouldn't break effect twice, or else the relic would probably be SS. Crit damage. HP percent once is not that bad. Attack percent and crit rate's fantastic. Crit damage main stat. The boots. Attack percent boots. Speed twice, crit damage, and HP. I feel like you probably wanted the speed to go into crit rate. Oh, wow, you dodged a lot of bad rolls. You have 22% crit damage, which is fantastic. It's kind of funny that it's giving it an A, though. Probably because the substats just aren't what you want. Except this one. But the fact that it rolled 22.6% means it's probably not going to be changed in a very long time. Attack percent, main stat, rope. Crit rate once, crit damage, 18.7% is fantastic. And then actually two flat stats in defense is unfortunate. But it's still giving you 3.7 of SS. Ruan May. Signature, which is fantastic. E0, A+. She cares a lot about break effect. You'll have almost 200 and 146 speed. That's fantastic. Speed 7.2, 11.6, and again, effect resistance isn't that bad. Again, effect resistance isn't that bad of a subset to get, in my opinion, because again, you're immune to CC. Effect resistance, maybe not that much, but having some resistances is good. With break effect not being the worst and speed always being appreciated. HP percent for survivability. Crit damage, effect hit, break, attack. Yeah, it just kind of rolled into everything at least once, which is kind of unfortunate. Main stat speed boots, HP 76, attack percent 7.7, defense 15.1, so you'll survive a few hits, and then effect hit. Again, probably not the best because you don't care about attack percent and then the flight HP, but some survivability is not bad. HP percent, crit rate 12.9, break effect 17.4, and then energy regen, attack, crit damage, and a break effect. So you're like consistently doing pretty well with your break effects. Like they're always higher than 10%, which is fantastic. Your speed's also not too bad. When you roll speed, you do go into it a few times. So A, that's 5 for tomorrow's journey, so 4-star. Speed 116 and 4,200 attack. So absolutely fantastic buff. HP 4.6 speed, that's pretty good. Survivability is also nice because again, Robin's very, very, very frail. 20% attack, you're running 2-piece. Main percent, yeah, this is kind of awkward because like obviously if you get attack percent main stat, you can't get attack percent substat, so then the rest is just kind of like whatever. Probably speed is what you want the most, paired with some survivability. Attack percent boots. So HP percent, again, because it's attack percent, you can't get attack percent substats, so the substats are kind of meh, regardless. But some survivability, again, nice. Attack percent, flat attack is the worst because it gives more for the percent to scale off of. Defense, survivability is okay, and then crit damage. Energy generation, we want her in her concert state all the time. Attack flat, attack percent, and then effect, hit rate, and break effect. So, yeah, not too bad. I don't know if Robin wants to be at the speed break points. I don't think she cares because she's always in concert state. But, yeah, as long as the attack stat's really high, that's what matters. And then her brother, running his Lycount S1, E0. Are all these E0? This one's S2, all the rest are E0. Gotcha. S+, so not too bad. Grounded Ascent. So, admittedly, I don't know too much about Sunday. I'm going to gauge him pretty much off of Robin, but instead of attack, you want crit damage. I have my favorites. That's okay, so do I. But clearly my favorite sucks, because Kafka was not built well. Anyway, speed, crit rate, crit damage, and break effect. You want him to be fast, so that way he can push his other units forward. The more he pushes forward, the more damage you do. Crit damage, fantastic, because you want him to have as much crit damage as possible to give to the other people. Effect resistance, speed's obviously your best one here, and some resistance is great, immune to CC. Speed, defense percent, crit damage again, fantastic, SSS, S plus, SS. And then ice damage, probably just because you want more crit damage, which is fair. I think this is a piece, so you do have a 2-piece set for this. Although I'm not familiar because I don't use this very often. Energy generation, get us all faster. Yeah, that's okay. Fantastic. Yeah, this one's kind of unfortunate. Like, obviously speed's nice because you want to be speedy, but no crit damage, no. And the survivability stats are, like, you all really are making me feel like I need to step up my game. It was the best orb. I gotcha. And the worst part was the rope that was crafted. Yeah, that's really unfortunate. It kind of makes you happy that you can dictate substats now, but obviously it takes a lot to do and it's very expensive. But we will be moving on to Mr. Himdo. All right, DPS Lingsha, or Mr. Caged, or Mr. Caged. All right, so character score. SS plus. What is real? S5. E0. Attack, 3.1 thousand, pretty good. Speed, 131. You are very close to the speed threshold. 62% crit damage. I don't think she cares about that stat. 244 break effect, though. You are definitely hitting the 4-piece outside of combat. That's insane. That's nuts. I cannot hit the 240 unless I have Ruin May buff, which obviously she does. But having that alone means more type versatility. Okay, attack percent main stat, 12%. Fantastic. Effect res, again, immune to CC. My Fei Xiao and Arvin are very close. Don't worry, I will save your Fei Xiao for last. Break effect, 6.4. You have achieved a WTF. You have actually 2 WTFs. What is this one about? Speed, 6.3. Break effect, 16.8. And then effect res. I would say that that's a really good piece. Attack percent. Defense, not the best, but break effect, 23%. Fantastic. Ideally, you have speed, but again, doesn't matter because you have 23% break effect. Attack percent, boots. Interesting. Interesting. Okay, I was expecting speed, but the speed being a 31. Okay. Attack percent, that's probably why your attack's so high. Flat attack, speed rolled 3 times in the 9.2. I got you. 4.1 SSS. Orb, and so you're running 4-piece, 2-piece. 43% with effect hit, and then break effect at 24.6. S plus, absolutely fantastic. And then break effect rope, which is essential for getting 244. HP percent, defense percent, speed twice. So that's not bad because you can't get defense, or sorry, break effect as a substat because it's the main stat. So your substats are going to be kind of whatever. Speed being the most important. So very, very nice. Adventuring E0 with Capard's personal icon S1. Defense 4.6 thousand is absolutely crazy. Crit rate 31, crit damage 90%. This is very cope. As long as it works, that's what matters. 14% imaginary bonus. So he is running 4-piece, 2-piece. Defense percent with effect resistance. As long as he's tanky, I think that's what matters. Although I think he can't hit, so that's why you care about some crit damage. Flat defense is unfortunate, but defense is there anyway. Effect hit rate. I don't think Adventuring utilizes effect hit rate. I could be wrong because I don't have him, so I'm not entirely sure. He hasn't died once, so he's pretty tanky. Then he's doing his job. Defense percent main stat, crit damage, crit rate, and then some flat defense. Pretty freaking good. SS plus. We love when our tanks hit really hard. Speed, flat attack, not the best. Attack percent and defense percent, better. A, and then I believe this is Keel, so defense percent 54, attack flat, crit damage stat, and then hit rate. Does Adventuring want to be fast? I do not know. Does he care about being super fast or no? I would assume so because he's running speed main stat boots. And then we have, he does care about being fast. I gotcha. Okay, so speed is key. And then defense percent 54, again, so you have 3 defense main stats. That's probably why it's 4.6 thousand. And then 11.6% crit rate. That's a pretty good roll, actually. That's actually really good because you can't get defense, so like, go offense, right? Yeah, that's really good. I don't know why it gave it an A. Probably because of the effect hit rates there, but you didn't roll into it, so it's not the end of the world. That's really good. Okay, and then Zahirta. New character, so E0 with her personal S1. Okay, so 3.9 attack, 94 crit rate, over 132 crit damage. You have more crit rate than mine, and you have more crit damage than mine. 22.4% ice damage bonus with 17 crit damage. Defense unfortunate, attack fantastic. Attack percent, again fantastic. Crit damage. Rolling twice for 17 is pretty high rolls. It's fantastic. Effect hit, not the end of the world. S, crit rate, HP percent. I'm not opposed to survivability. Crit damage, 18.7%. A, I guess if you had like speed instead of attack, even if you didn't roll into it, it might be an S. I'm not entirely sure. Attack percent boots. Interesting. Yeah, because your speed's 106. I see. So mine's faster than yours, but it doesn't hit as hard. I gotcha. So attack percent main boots, defense flat once, crit rate 8.7, crit damage 11.0, S plus, fantastic. So we're running the same pieces. Our substats just differ greatly. Attack percent orb, so you're not running ice damage bonus. Crit rate 11%, that's fantastic. Rolled into it 3 times. And then effect hit 7.7, not the end of the world. You do have speed, which helps a lot. And then SSS plus. Crit rate, crit damage is the only things that it went into. Fantastic. Attack percent. My link shot is def the best here. I mean, to be fair, you haven't. I don't know when you got link shot. I don't know if you got link shot on her rerun, but the Herda hasn't been out for very, very long. So getting her perfect, you would have to be extremely lucky. So yours is better than mine. If mine actually updates by the end of stream, I'll show you it's actually yours. Hers is actually better than mine. All right, now the cream of the crop. I got her on her rerun, so same with me. So you got her, same with me. And I think your link shot is definitely better than mine because mine only hits to 244% on with Ruin May. It's the only reason she hits that. So yours is better. But the cream of the crop, E2 Fei Xiao, S5 cruising the stellar seas with the sim universe like a S plus DPS score, 3.5 thousand attack, 119 speed, doesn't matter because you just follow up, 102 crit rate, 113 crit damage, break effect 11%, and wind damage 0.0%. Okay, again, admittedly I don't have Fei Xiao, so I'm not like super knowledgeable on her. I will probably consider her. Oh, she is critting. Oh, she is critting. She is absolutely critting. So I'm just gonna probably treat her as like a generalistic crit damage build. Not she missing, right? Can you imagine if your characters could just straight up miss, like in Pokemon? That would suck. Anyway, defense percent, rolling once into 10 is pretty high roll. It's sad, but at least you're getting the most out of your defense. Crit damage 16.2%, and then effect just 7.7. Overall, not bad. Again, speed being there, I think is helpful. Attack percent, HP was skipped, fantastic. Attack percent went up, speed went up, crit rate went up. Probably the best you could have gotten out of it. Crit rate body piece, so crit damage, 23% crit damage with crit rate main stat, fantastic. Attack percent, and then effect res isn't the end of the world. Again, immune to CC is always nice, or having the option to be immune to CC. So this should be higher in my opinion. Attack percent, 43.2%. Wow, and it dodged all the bad rolls. That's fantastic. We love to see that. Only S plus, but probably because the substats aren't better stats for her, but we're only rolling the crit rate. Fantastic. Your planners are very cope. I don't think so, because that's an S. So attack percent, orb, crit rate 8.4. Fantastic. Effect resistance, not the end of the world. Again, we like being immune to CC. Break effect 11%. Rolling once, it's a high roll. So, and that's where your break effect comes from. That's where all of your break effect comes from. Okay, so attack percent rope, 43.2%. Attack flat stat you skipped. You went almost all into crit damage, which is 23%, which is fantastic. And then 1 effect resistance. Again, immune to CC is nice. So, having an S rank, I think that these rolls are pretty good. I do not think that this is duct taped together. I can definitely see, I think, where was it? It was, this piece is obviously struggling slightly because your crit rate, I mean, your crit rate's nice, but like, and the rest of them are kind of mid. This one's fantastic. The only problem is you're good luck getting a boot that rolls all into crit rate while having better substats. Actually, maybe you don't want it to roll onto crit rate because you are overcapping crit. But again, I don't think it matters because the way that this is set up, if you were to not roll into that one more time, you would not be hitting 100% crit. Overall, I'd say this is a really good build. I do not think this is very cope at all. You're obviously more used to using her in combat, so you are a better judge of this character. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you really enjoyed this video. It was new, and thanks to my chat making me aware of this account, I now know, or this website, I now know how terrible my builds are, and I will be fixing them because this is atrocious. Let me know down in the comments what your best rated character is, and probably the piece that makes them so high rated. And I will see you all in the next one. Peace.